How did I go from living in my car, scrubbing caravans, to standing on some of the biggest stages in the world with the biggest comedians in the world? That's not only the story of my upcoming tour, that's the story of my life. Hope I made you proud. The Hope I Made You Proud tour will be my first tour of NZ in about 2 years at this point. It's basically the story of my life and my journey through comedy. When I first started comedy, I didn't even have a car, and I was walking 2 or so hours to gigs, and that's how I managed to get a car and then ended up living out of it. Hope I Made You Proud isn't just a comedy tour, it's a story of my life, from walking home for 2 hours after open mics to performing at Sydney Opera House. This tour is a way of thanking everybody that's supported me on this entire journey.
So we were supposed to have a photo shoot. So I'm shooting the marketing materials for my tour, and I have to have them through to my management in Australia. Basically what the concept of the shoot is like candid moments in iconic times. Basically those old school candid photos of Michael Jordan winning NBA championships back in the 90s. And that's kind of the whole theme, and that's what those images like really exude to me. And that was what I was keen to sort of make, like the whole theme of the tour's marketing material. And obviously the tour marketing material is really, really important because, you know, we're announcing in December. Bit of a niggle. Spark Arena were keen, but wanted fucking $2,000. Yeah, that's so much more than I was anticipating. So we're trying to just figure out exactly. I'm just talking to Connor now about like what we reckon we should do. I'm at Hollywood Props now. I'm just gonna do the prop shop, and we're just gonna hope and pray that something works out. The main things from here I was keen to get was, yeah, trophy, baseball bat, champagne bottle.
Wait, well come on in.
Thank you so much. It's crazy. Anyway, I need to stop getting distracted. There's going to be any extra benefit getting a real one because, you know, I don't think we're gonna let one out or anything. I'm about to head back out to east, Sylvia Park, to grab, I got this championship tee made, which is paying homage to teams win championships and they get those tees that they wear. So I got one made that my bro Edu designed. I'm looking forward to seeing the tee design.
Cop the cigar. Cigars are not a safe alternative to cigarettes. I am not smoking this. So yeah, early on in my comedy career, like I was about 21 when I started comedy, and I was at a really, really difficult stage of my life. Basically had nothing in my life. Had no money, no job, no prospects or anything. And how comedy started for me was I basically made a list of 10 things that I wanted to try, stand up being one of them. And I said to myself, this is the first time you're gonna do something for yourself in your life. You're gonna commit to trying all 10 of these things. And I went and signed up to my first open mic. A really famous comedian, at least in the comedy world, there's a guy named Lloyd Langford.
Porn is a cup you can eat. I'm like, who are these joyless fucks asking for cups?
My first ever open mic, this guy was hosting, and he's done some massive things. After my first ever set, he comes up to me afterwards and he asked me, he's like, so that was really your first ever set? And I was like, yeah. And he said, that's the best first time I've ever seen from someone. I really think you should take this seriously. And he said that, and it changed my life. But, you know, it's not all, you just ride it all the way to the top from there. It was this entire roller coaster of just crazy things that were happening throughout my life. Back then I had no money, and I was really trying to put myself on and make myself known. So I was catching buses all up and down the North Island for gigs. I was working a labouring job at the time when I first started. It's basically like helping set up events as a labourer. And then I'd basically take all my money and then fly to places like Christchurch, like all the way down the South Island, just to go get on gigs and stuff. It was just such a grind in the early days. And then that was sort of 2017 to 2019. I had about 8,000 followers, and I'd really grinded to get to 8,000. And then lockdown happened and my life changed forever.
It hasn't taken comedian Joe Damont long to make a name for himself in the New Zealand comedy scene. His social media content has captured tens of thousands of followers, and his stand-up shows are becoming the hottest ticket in town.
so taboo to even just be proud of something you've achieved in New Zealand.
Over lockdown, I went from 8,000 to came out of lockdown with 35,000 followers, and I went from a promising up and coming to comedian to one of the biggest, at least online, in the country. My life changed forever. I was all over the news. They're doing articles and stuff on me. I was getting interviewed. I got asked to do some pretty big TV shows, including Celebrity Treasure Island.
I have a mutual friend and he introduced Dave and I.
Wow.
And he was like, yeah, this is Joe Damon. He's an absolute superstar in New Zealand. He's like the Drake of New Zealand. And Dave Chappelle was like, really, the Drake? And I was like, yeah.
Something people go between Australia and New Zealand every year. It's like the second busiest route in the world. The first busiest route is the one I had with your mum last night.
I ended up selling out theatres all over the country. One thing that it did teach me was that it doesn't matter how sort of unrealistic your dreams seem. If you're hell-bent on reaching them and you're intentional, if you devote every moment of your life really to working to it, they can happen, and it happened to me. But I think that's why doing this tour is so important to me. And, I've brought a lot of my friends on board to collaborate with me. I've signed with new management in Australia who have been amazing. I don't know if you know Luke and Jack Kidgell.
Usually when someone yells profanity at you in regional New South Wales, that's just being in regional New South Wales.
Kidgell brothers are doing amazing things. Luke, I would argue, is the biggest comedian in Australia. I think he sells tickets more than just about anyone. Luke is the prodigious talent that made it all happen. Jack is the brains that pushed it all through. They're just an amazing team, and I've actually joined them for not only this upcoming tour, but pretty much all my future interests in live entertainment. For the first time, I'm working with a director, my brother James Nokise, who easily says one of the best comedians to ever come out of New Zealand, is helping me direct this out.
It really has given me my favourite ever opening to any special ever of all time. Cat Williams, Every Day I'm Hustling.
I'm hustling.
One of the greatest pieces of comedy ever.
I say this with reverence. It was Eddie Murphy, James Brown impression good. It was the kind of thing where you would be, if you were a kid, you would literally be in the playground the next day going, hustling, hustling. Everyone would be like, yeah, hustling.
Mr. DJ, that's my song too, nigga. That's play the song, yeah, for no reason. Let me see it. Hustling, 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 hustling. Shit! Cut it off, that's my shit!
Just some extra options for pants and black tees and stuff. Oh, that's all good. No, that's perfect.
It's small, so maybe they can choke her.
Oh my god, 3, 2, 1, reveal.
The Rizzler, give us your best Riz impression.
No. Hey everybody, we're out here today for the Joe Damon tour. What is it called? Hope I Made You Proud. Doing a little photo shoot. We got Jared Suniti here and we got Stout. How do I say your last name? Shula?
Shula.
Shula. Oh, that was actually way easier than
Shula.
I thought. Shula and CP.
CP.
CP. And
big dog CP.
Just been in the Eden Rugby Club, shooting some stuff. And yeah, if this makes the YouTube channel, fuck. It's an honor, Joe. It's an honor.
Rap, that's a rap, that's a rap, that's a rap.
It's gonna be a banger. Get there, get your tickets. Fucking good price, good laughs, good shit, you know?
Very good price.
What that guy said.
I really want to dedicate this tour to anybody that's been in a position like I was, who you feel like you don't really know what you're doing, and you don't really feel like you're capable of doing anything, not even that you want to do, but just anything. And you're unsure of what your direction is, you're unsure of where you're going in your life. I dedicate this to you because this entire journey for me, comedy, stand-up, that's what all this has been about. Even though it feels crazy and I feel crazy for wanting to do this, I'm just gonna trust my gut for the first time, even when everybody's telling me this is probably a stupid idea, and they're totally fair enough. People had absolutely no reason to think it was gonna work out, because I didn't. And yeah, I Hope I Made You Proud for me is about saying, turning around and being to the people that I love, I hope I made you proud. it's also about looking at yourself and being like, hey, I hope I made you proud too. So that's what this tour's about. It's a celebration of not my life, but life in general. And I would love for you to come along and join with me in that. And yeah, if I'm at a city near you, I'd absolutely love to see you. And excited to catch up, tell you about my life, and see what happens from there. Can't wait to see you guys soon. Hope I Made You Proud Tour 2025. I've cracked 10,000 jokes that made everyone around me awkward. I've misread 1,000 audiences. I've told 500 stories where I can tell the person listening clocked out halfway through, so I sped up the ending to put us both out of our misery. I've been told I'm dry over and over and over again in my life. And that's why I'm cracking. More dates to be announced. Or not. No, but there will be.